What's going on, guys? Today is March 3rd. It's already 3:30 and I'm heading out to the office. Today's going to be a slower day. We're going to drop off all this thing in the car right now, all these items that we bought yesterday, and drop it off, take care of eBay, eat something, and then go out and spend a little bit more. We'll probably hit up some Targets and Walmarts today. So instead of liquidating all the assets I have in eBay, what I decided to do is instead of like getting money out there and then using that to go towards Amazon, I decided to borrow money up to the amount that I have in assets on at my warehouse right now. So then I could use the cash immediately. So I'm getting a couple friends to lend me money, as well as open up maybe 1, 2, 3 or credit cards, so that I can use the cash right now in order to buy stuff and put it into Amazon, and I could flip it within, you know, maybe a month and a half or so. So I know the money could flip on its own and make at least, you know, whatever 30, 40, 50% of that, which could cover what I borrowed. But at worst case scenario, if it can't, then I still have assets that could cover that. So, you know, as long as I stay financially disciplined, I think this is a better move. Look at this madness. It's a lot of stuff. On top of that, these are all the eBay orders for today. Just a bunch of things. So I gotta pack and ship now. So here's the breakdown of what I'm trying to do. So on eBay, I have, let's say I have like 10,000 or something, right? So instead of liquidating all of this and putting it into Amazon, those are all the numbers from the previous video. So instead of putting all of this into Amazon straight right now, because I'm at a zero, right? My money was at a zero. Instead of just straight up doing that and waiting on this for like a month or something, I'm pretty much borrowing up to this amount. So I'm borrowing like a couple thousand from my friends and another couple thousand from credit cards. So I'll say like 8,000 or something I'm borrowing. So by borrowing this, I know this in itself could flip, let's say at like, let me take out my phone here quickly. So let's say we got 8,000 and then times 0.3, so 30% at worst I'm gonna make. So, because I only grab 30% items, but I usually make more. So that's 2.4 grand within, let's say, a month and a half, just at worst. So 2.4, oh, what am I doing? $2,400, right? Then that's what I could gain within the time that I could liquidate this, and then you know, do the so I'm doing everything within this month rather than next month or 2 months later. But if I can't even so even with interest, this is still worth it, because interest is like, you know, what is it, 3% or something? So I'm still gaining like a couple $1,000s at worst this month by doing this route, than to just wait on my money for it to come in. But if this can't even flip itself, I still have this. So let's say I get robbed or something and I lose all of this amount, right? But I owe $8,000 still, right? This eBay can cover this amount, so I'm still at zero and not going into negatives. So that's why I'm borrowing up to what I have in eBay stock right now. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot more than this, because that's at like break even maybe, or I'm not sure what I have in there, but I gotta see. But I'm pretty sure I put at least this much in, so I gotta actually make sure. But I'm still borrowing less than that, so I should be able to cap it within the month. It's kind of hard to film it, but just to clarify, so let's say I borrow $8,000 and interest per month, let's say it's 3%, right? 0.03 equals, so even if I do pay interest and I can't pay it off in time, that's only 240. So compared to this that I'm making, it's -2. So I'm still making 2,000 whatever dollars at worst. Sorry for my finger there. So minus 2, 4, 8, right? So I'm still making 2,000, at least 2,000 at worst. And remember, this is the worst case scenario. So it's still a really good deal. Now, if I'm really confident in my ability, I could borrow more, but I think that's just playing a very risky game. And yes, I could make more within the short-term period, but you know, let's say something does happen and goes wrong, then I won't have enough assets to cover that. that means I might flow into the negatives. And once you're there, very hard. It's like, you know, it's just very hard to come back out of. So, you know, if you're using credit cards and the availability of credit cards and getting loans, it's a very good route as long as you're financially disciplined enough to keep your, you know, keep track of everything perfectly so that you're not going into the negatives. But yeah, I mean, so that's the route I'm gonna take. Hopefully I'm disciplined enough to, like, you know, keep track of everything and then not go too crazy on my, you know, spending, because the money comes in and then now you're gonna spend everything, but you still have to keep track that you owe these people within a certain amount of time. You have to cash out within a certain amount of time and fill that in, and then let's say a month later, then you could borrow it again, then, you know, or from somebody else. So that's the route I'm deciding to take, because I need to do this quickly. So it's a little bit risky, but, you know, it should be fun to watch, just getting all of this kind of madness, all this kind of stuff just constantly. And eBay sales are still going because I am liquidating that, but that's pretty much supposed to cover what I'm borrowing, at least within the next month or two. Just finished taking everything out of his bag and organizing everything into their own categories. And while I was doing that, my brother was printing out these forms. That allows us to be tax exempt from, because we have a reseller's certificate. So technically, when we buy these goods, we're paying 7% tax, but the intent is to resell it. So technically, we're getting double tax, because when we sell it, we have to pay tax, and when we buy it, we pay tax. So that allows us to pay it once. Now we gotta go drop these off and go get some food or something before we go shopping. Just finished eating Popeyes and now we're headed out, and it's already 7, so we're gonna try to hit up maybe 1 or 2 Targets before they close, and then Walmart it out until the rest of the night. Just finished up Target. Couldn't film before because I forgot. And we spent about $636. Yes, it's a lot of money. Didn't expect, we were just popping stuff into the carts that were profitable, and we spent a lot of time in there because we're expanding out into new categories. So away from toys, sports, electronics. We tried the kitchen section, we tried the baby section. A lot of it is restricted, but a couple items weren't. We tried the pets section. We found a couple items there. Health and beauty we didn't get to, but yeah, because we expanded a couple of light bulbs and stuff, like home improvement section. So spent about 600 something bucks. I'm gonna go either to it's 10 o'clock, so Target closes at 11. So either Target, probably a Walmart. Okay, so we actually came to this Target right before it closes. It's right there, 10:07. So we have like less than an hour, maybe like 40 minutes to shop, but we're not gonna check out other sections. Oh, well, you can't see me, lol. Okay, we're not gonna check out any other section, and we're just gonna go for exactly what we need to get. So that should be fast. All right, it's 11 o'clock. Just came out of the other Target, and we spent $215 there, so pretty solid gains. We left a couple items that were only like, you know, 30 or 25%, so certain items that would have sold, but just wasn't worth. So I think we're gonna hit up a Walmart now. Here at Walmart, spent $198 at this final Walmart. Now we're gonna go home, gotta go eat, call it a day here, so peace.